I've been studying in the States for almost 5 years now, since 6th grade, and as a 12-year-old newly arrived from Korea, I did not have an easy transition. I was placed in an English as a second language course. The school officials assured me it wouldn't be so difficult making new friends in the community, but it surely was. Every effort spent trying to initiate conversation was humiliating. Every glance in my direction from students taking the mainstream courses, as they called them, seemed to say, "You don't belong here." When I questioned their glances, the answer was always the same. "Because you have an accent, and we don't understand you." As a result, I spent the entire first term alone, at lunch tables, in the locker rooms, and in my classes. It seemed like I would never get to swim in the mainstream. My first solution to this issue was to fake it till I make it, with hopes that I'd make a friend along the way. In an effort to emulate my friends' accents, I found Netflix, signed up for its premium subscription, and connected every single device I had to it. Instead of going out to the fields or to the movies after school and during the weekend, I hurried up to my dorm and spent most of my free time going through series after series after series. I especially liked the way how Serena van der Woodsen spoke. So I replayed her parts, carefully read her lips, and imitated her late American accent. I kept my exposure to Koreans to a minimum in order to restrain myself from using the language, using just enough Korean to let my mom and dad know that I was alive, 14 hours away from home. And in my little cocoon, I finally learned how to speak better English, and boy, Alex Kahn would have been proud of me. A term later, I found myself actively involved in various different areas of my school and with the big social circle surrounding me. I ran incessantly as a midfielder of my field hockey team. I wasn't the best at presenting myself verbally, so I tried out for the team every year to present myself with physical action. Along that way, I found something that I truly loved. I was singing, dancing, and directing performances for the school talent show. As I heard the audience's deafening applause, I realized that I had found my true passion. I earnestly participated in my classes. I was engaged in the materials of Shakespeare and his complex syntaxes. I didn't truly enjoy translating it to modern English, but I did find it interesting. Instead of diving into daily pronunciation practices, I thought I had finally made it. But this making it wasn't from the newly advanced diction. It was rather from the discovery of my ego, and from that discovery, I started to wonder, why did I have to pretend someone that I'm not to be liked by them? And more fundamentally, does making it in terms of squeezing out that acceptance have any meaning at all? Language is not an embellishment to present yourself how you choose to. And what people really pay attention to is the enthusiasm that is emitted through the activities and memories you share with them. Don't lose yourself to imitate other individualities that may appear better than you at the very temporality. Because whatever type of broken language you may present, that is the uniqueness of you that no one else has. Act your idiosyncrasy out like no one else is looking or judging. That is better than going unnoticed. So today, I stand to pronounce unequivocally that I am not my accent. I fought against my mother's belief that I had to follow the respective country's culture to fit in. Instead, I decided to influence my community with my mother country's culture. I shared my favorite K-pop music with my friends, and they attempted to follow along the song with not the most accurate pronunciation, but we still found a common interest, and it became one of our go-to activities. Soon, we performed a K-pop choreography on Parents' Day. The significant applause that followed after that performance was when I realized whatever accent I may have, it is a living evidence of my culture, my origin, my country, my ethnicity, and most importantly, my identity. So watch me make it without faking it. Thank you.